welcome. Welcome to Salinas Elementary, where today we have the opportunity and we are honored to bring the Junior Achievement Programs of Laredo to this wonderful, beautiful school campus. My name is Oralia Bernal, and I'm the Executive Director for Junior Achievement of Laredo. Junior Achievement mission is to inspire and prepare young people to succeed in a global economy. Junior Achievement prepares today's students for tomorrow's economy and empowers students to own their economic success. Thank you, Salinas Elementary, and congratulations to Principal Rodriguez, and thank you, Ms. Vela, the school counselor, for allowing Junior Achievement this opportunity to deliver the JA programs at their school campus today. Salinas Elementary is one of the first schools sponsored by Centerpoint Energy to receive this wonderful opportunity of JA programs brought in through the experience and knowledge of community volunteers. We hope that students at Salinas Elementary enjoy having the JA volunteers from LBJ High School Taffy Group. Taffy Group is Texas Association of Future Educators. So everyone in classrooms today, they want to become teachers. So Junior Achievement is the only organization in Laredo that will provide that firsthand experience for those wanting to become educators. So we want to thank Ms. Martinez Perez, who's a sponsor for the LBJ High School Taffy Group as well. And again, there's 1 or 2 volunteers in each of the classrooms here today, K through 5th. We have special guests today, if I may introduce. Of course, Mr. Rodriguez, principal at Salinas Elementary, State Representative Richard Peña Raymond, and Mr. Alfredo Canales, David Canales, and Junior, I know you by Junior, Mr. Gonzalez, and our Junior Achievement Board Chair, Mr. Mario Guzman. At this time, let me have Mr. Mario Guzman, JA Board Chair, come to the podium. Here we go. Yes.
Junior Achievement is dedicated to give young people the knowledge and skills they need to own their economic success, plan for their futures, and make smart academic and economic choices. This is achieved by recruiting volunteers from the community to teach young people financial literacy using our proprietary programs. Junior Achievement classroom volunteers come from all walks of life, including business people, college students, parents, and retirees. These dedicated individuals are the backbone of our organization. Junior Achievement of South Texas, which includes Laredo, is part of the world's largest nonprofit dedicated to motivating kids for future career success, self-sufficiency, and financial acumen. We accomplish this through a huge network of stellar volunteers who share their stories with young people and deliver lessons in career readiness, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship. Thank you to Salinas Administration, Salinas Elementary Administration, Principal Rodriguez, and Ms. Vela, School Counselor, and the faculty for hosting today's Junior Achievement in a Day event. Also, a thank you going out to LBJ High School volunteers here today, teaching kinder through 5th grade. Good luck with that. Thank you, Mrs. Martinez Perez, sponsor, the LBJ Taffy Group, and of course, Centerpoint Energy for their very generous gift and continued support of JA of Laredo. At this time, let me introduce the principal of Salinas Elementary, Mr. Rodriguez.
Good morning, everybody. What an honor it is to be selected as the very first campus to kickstart the Junior Achievement process. I know that the organization does some tremendous things in serving our community, and most especially our students within UISD and within Laredo, Texas. I know that they do some really good work with our neighboring district. So I feel very honored and privileged to be part of this recognition and this ceremony that's going to be taking place. So welcome, first of all, I want to welcome Centerpoint Energy, welcome our State Representative, Mr. Richard Peña Raymond, UISD Representative, Mr. Canales, Emma Lesa, Associate Superintendent for Curriculum Instruction, and I welcome you all to take advantage of the services and the lessons that are going on in the classrooms. You're going to see some really good interaction that's going on between our future teachers. And that's the goal, that eventually as these kids go on into middle school and into high school, that these kids excel. And maybe, Mr. Canales, you're maybe a plug for human resources. Maybe we can recruit some of these to be employees at UISD, future teachers at UISD. So a big thank you to our LBJ representatives who are here today, the students, and they're tremendous role models as they make their way throughout their schooling. So just want to say thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Bernal and Junior Achievement for selecting us, and welcome to our campus. The school was originally built back in 2019. We're going on a couple of years now. We went through some tough times with the pandemic, but our enrollment is increasing on a daily basis. You can see the growth in the community, the housing that's going up. So that's good news for us at UISD, because that means more students to our campus and more opportunities to serve them through organizations like Junior Achievement. So at this time, I'll turn it over to Mr. David Canales, our Human Resources Executive Director, for some further comments. Or Mr. Canales?
Okay, I had to offer. Mr. David Gonzalez, our superintendent of our school district, is out of town today. He had an early commitment on this day, so I'm his sub. Human resource plug. But we're really grateful on behalf of our school district and our board members. We are very grateful that Centerpoint took the initiative to get this grant and work with Junior Achievement, so that way our Taffy kids can come in and provide the curriculum that Junior Achievement provides, and gives them a good teachable moment to learn about teaching. At the same time, the benefits is the students. So from the curriculum side, we can see that. Literacy is a big deal for us. We want all our kids to be at grade level by third grade. And so this will definitely help us so that they can be even more successful as they move along their educational career and get out of high school. I'm just very grateful, so thank you very much. I know I saw a blank check. I think it's something that we get to fill out. I'm not sure. Maybe they already filled it in for me. I don't know, or filled it in for us. But I'll take advantage of that blank check. I'm not sure if our Honorable Mr. Raymond's next. Yes. So, yes. Sir? Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you for inviting me. And I have to start with acknowledging and thanking my dear friend, Gerard Torres. We served together in the Texas House, that young man. He was younger than me then. He's still younger than me. And we served together, had great times, and then he went on to work for a great company that helps keep the lights on, and has done great in that position. And he called me and said, "Hey, I'm going to take somebody down Laredo. You got to go be with us." And I said, "I'll be there." And so thank you, Gerard, for coming to our town and for being such a great friend. And thank all of you for being here this morning. There's so many wonderful things. I'm sitting here just reminiscing, of course, because you talk about wanting to prepare students or inspire them to be teachers. My mother taught elementary school for 35 years. I grew up with an elementary school teacher, so I wanted to be a school teacher. So much so that when I got to high school, and I don't even know if they have this anymore, but we used to have Future Teachers of America. It was a group, just like FFA, you know. And so I was involved in it. And I grew up in Benavides, town of 1900 in Duval County. That district, because we're cut up into districts in the state, so our district ran from Laredo to Corpus Christi and all the counties in between. And so being from Benavides, that little town, I got elected district president for our district for Future Teachers of America, which I always thought was a big deal because I had to go work the schools in Corpus Christi, work the schools here, delegates, to get enough votes to win instead of one of you big city guys winning. The kid from Benavides got it, and I loved it. And then I would go visit with different school campuses trying to encourage young people to get into teaching. And then I went off to college, University of Texas, and then we'd finish, we'd break for Christmas or even for the summer before school would be out. So I'd come back to Benavides, and I guess maybe by the time I was a senior, sophomore, junior, then I could actually be a substitute teacher. So I subbed elementary, junior high, and high school. And then I realized I wanted to go into something easier like politics. Oh, this is what my mother did all these years. This is hard, man. But it is so meaningful. And I've told people, and Gerard knows this, I say it all the time up at the Capitol. When we're up there fighting for teachers and for education, you know, I will get on the front mic and the microphone and say, members, you know, we have to remember how important education and teachers are to our country, to our future, to our communities in every part of America. And I said, when you look back at our history, whether it was George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, the presidents that I admired, certainly, and many others, or anybody in this country who has done well, who has been, you know, Steve Jobs, whomever, none of them would have made it had they not been educated, had they not had teachers. We have to remember how important education and teachers were to the future of this country. If it weren't for teachers, none of us would be here. Every one of us, none of us would be here if it weren't for starting with, I always say, starting with our elementary teachers. And I say that because my mother was an elementary teacher. And I love my elementary teachers. I think of them, I never forget them. I think of them all the time. And so, you know, when he told me he was going to be here at this elementary, I absolutely wanted to come. I also want to say, as I was driving, you know, to get here on the road, I can't tell you all the language that I use because I don't want to. It's a school and all. We got little kids, but, you know, Cuatro Vientos. So, Gerard, the nice highway, I assume you came down this highway. Well, it used to end over where that overpass is in 359, and that's where it stopped. And some years ago, TxDOT, Texas Department of Transportation, they've gotten some extra money and had to decide what to do with it. And they came up with a map, and it did not include this project, which we call Cuatro Vientos, the extension of Loop 20. And so Carlos Villarreal, the city manager, he calls me. He found out about it before I did. I'm sitting at the Capitol. He says, GD, I'll just say GD. GD, you know what that stands for, right? Okay. Anyway, he said, they came up with a recommendation that we're not in there. What the hell's wrong? What? Are you kidding me? No. So I didn't put my jacket on. I went like this. They were having a meeting at TxDOT, which is across the street from the Capitol. I walked in there, and the executive director, which is the top person at TxDOT, was a very dear friend, the first Hispanic to be in that position. He grew up in Hebronville, Amadeo Science. And my grandmother's science, so I always said we were related. And so I walked in there, and they're having a meeting, and I go, hey, I want to see you in the back. Let's meet in the back. So we go to the back. And I go, I just got a call from Laredo. We're not going to get that money. What the hell, man? And I used other colorful language, you know. And he goes, no, it's just, no, there's not, there's just, you're from Hebronville, bro. You know how you know, we need this, how much we're growing Laredo, you know, especially in the South. Anyway, para no hacerlo muy largo, we got $60 million, and that's why we built that road. And of course, it's wonderful, you know, for this school. I think it's helpful. But anyway, so a lot of great memories in here. And I have to also say, Octavio Salinas, so we're trying to figure out if the attorney is his grandson or son or grandson. Do we know? Huh? His son, okay. So then the namesake of the school, his granddaughter worked for me one session, Alejandra, worked for me up at the Capitol. Brilliant young lady, she's an attorney now. And so it makes it even more meaningful for me to be here this morning to have that. Now I have to tell you, do you all know Octavio, his son? Okay, so Octavio's a great guy, that's the way he goes. I gotta tell you this funny story. Monica Knudsen was announced she was running for district judge. And I didn't know Monica well, so I wasn't committing to her yet. I ended up committing, and I'm very close to her. She's a wonderful lady, been a great judge. But I didn't know her well yet. And so Octavio calls me. Richard, ¿qué pasó? Octavio, ¿qué pasó, Octavio? Aquí estoy con Monica. She did it. She announced. What? She announced for district judge. ¿Le vas a ayudar? And I go, pues, Octavio, I appreciate you calling me, man, but you know, I said that I probably need to talk to her. Of course, you know, let her ask me for my support and let me talk to her. Okay, hold on. Monica, ven para acá. It's Richard Raymond. Dile que le necesita su ayuda. Hi, Richard, Monica, how are you? So I love Octavio, man. He's a wonderful guy, and I imagine his dad was a wonderful guy as well. So it's an inspiration. I hope he's an inspiration to some of you and some of the kids. But I want to thank all of you for what you're doing at Junior Achievement. Again, involving yourself and caring about the future. It all starts right here, man. It all starts right here, elementary. I still remember my elementary principal, Miss Barton. She was about this tall, and she was tough, man. But man, when I ran for office, she was one of my biggest supporters. Oh my gosh, Miss Barton called so many people on my behalf. I love that lady. So, and that's what my mother worked for all those years. So thank you guys very, very much for what you're doing. Thank you for helping us, look at the future. Not just today, but to look at the future. That's what you're doing right now. And we appreciate Centerpoint not forgetting that either. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, again, and thank you for everyone coming up here and saying very kind comments and kind words about everybody. It's all teamwork, and that's how we work in our community. That's Laredo. So thank you all very much. Before I introduce a speaker for Centerpoint Energy, again, I'd like to reemphasize the importance of the grant. $10,000 enables junior achievement to do so many programs at so many different campuses in Laredo. And it wouldn't be possible if we wouldn't have the support of companies and businesses like Centerpoint Energy, and the support of individuals from the schools and our school districts and our board and everyone here today. So I reiterate on that and thank everyone for being here this morning. And now we could have Junior, better known as Junior, Eliodoro Gonzalez, better known as Junior from Centerpoint Energy, and then we'll take a picture with the check. So.
I don't have, come after them, it's going to be really hard. But good morning, everybody. Yeah, it's good. Don't have a speech at that level, but good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. So for me, I'm Eliodoro Gonzalez Jr. I do go by Junior, and the reason is my dad retired from the company after 38 years. They would call him Senior, they call me Junior. And I was not raised too far from Benavides. I'm actually from Fremont, Texas. So I know the whole area. And here again, it's also heartfelt. My wife has been in the teaching career for 28 years. So it's very heartfelt for us. So, but once again, good morning. And I want to say I also have some colleagues with me that are here. You already announced Mr. Torres. He's our governor, relations for the government director. Adrian Parra, he's our operations analyst for South Texas. Then I have Melissa Bernal that does a lot of work with Oralia in the JA programs, and Sonny Lozano is our senior marketing rep. That's involved with a lot of the growth that you talked about and making sure that we get gas out here and these kind of things. And then we got Meme Villa, he's our operations leader out in the field a lot, meeting with folks to make sure that we can get gas out there. And then last but not least is Mr. Mario Salinas. Mario Salinas is operations supervisor, and we're here because of all the hard work and his commitment to our community is one of the reasons we're here today, right? He worked a lot of hours with Oralia and our corporate folks to make sure that we secured this grant for Laredo. So Mario, thank you so much for all your hard work. And as you've heard, this is very meaningful for a lot of people, right? So for me, from Centerpoint, we always look at things. We believe that, having a strong, very strong early learning foundation is the key for everything, right? That's the main ladder to ensure the future of our children, right? To continue to grow and, adapt and thrive in our communities. And that's what we want, right? That's what we want. No different than Mr. Raymond said. We want to keep it here to the best of our abilities, right? So that's one of the main reasons that we've been partnering up with the JA for many years, right? For many years. And when this grant program came to fruition, that was one of the first things Mario and Melissa were like, let's try to help JA. Right? So thank y'all. Right? And here we are today. So to be able to present that. So all aside, it's an honor and a privilege for us, for Centerpoint Energy, to present Junior Achievement in Laredo the $10,000 grant donation to help them continue to support, right, the young adults, to help them continue to prepare and inspire them to continue to grow and be successful adults in our community. Like what I was saying, the global economy changes, and it's changing very rapidly. and to the point of we got to start here, we got to start here. So thank you, Salinas Elementary, Mr. Rodriguez, for having us and hosting us, and thank you for the hospitality. So thank you.
And yes, we've partnered with, or Centerpoint has partnered with Junior Achievement since I've been here, and I want to say a good 15 years and before that. So yes, not only does Centerpoint Energy support direct programming, but through our fundraising events throughout the year, like the bowl-a-thons that we have, one coming up on October 22nd, they participate, they fundraise for us, they are always involved. And then we have another 2 events that we run, which is the Junior Bowl-a-thon, where we get sponsors, company sponsors, to sponsor kids or children that have received our programs, and they get to go on a field trip on a Saturday and go bowl, represent their school. So you'll see the Jet Bowl is full of students with their school spirit shirt. It's such a wonderful event. But again, we are the receivers. We then make sure that that money is put to good use. We wouldn't be able to do that if we wouldn't have the support of the community, the schools, the wonderful partnerships. Mario, Melissa, I've known you all for so many years. It's been wonderful. As I've known and worked with the schools for so many years, before I came to Junior Achievement, I worked with the schools through Boys and Girls Clubs of Laredo, and worked many sports leagues and so forth. So I've known a lot of people. I've been very blessed to know a lot of people for so many years. And to have these wonderful partnerships continue to flourish is a blessing. Again, we cannot do it without your support. You are the ones making it possible for Junior Achievement to continue to offer its free educational economic programs concentrated on financial literacy, career readiness, and entrepreneurship. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you, everyone, for being here this morning. And we're ready for the picture, are we not? All right. An event where all of the campus school grades, kinder through 5th, have a Junior Achievement volunteer in the classroom teaching the JA curriculums to all of the campus, all the students. And they learn on entrepreneurship, career readiness, and financial literacy. We have volunteers from LBJ High School, Taffy Group, Texas Association of Future Educators. They're all 17-year-olds who want to be teachers. So Junior Achievement gives them that opportunity to come into the classroom and manage the classroom, take over the classroom, of course, while the teacher is still in the classroom with them. But they teach the Junior Achievement curriculum, and it's 5 lessons per grade level.